Yesterday was day 8 of me doing round 2 of my Becoming Her challenge, and the day was pretty good. Nothing too spectacular to report on. My oldest came home after being away, and my youngest two were obviously over the moon. I got to show off the changes I made to his room, and he absolutely loved them. I loved his reaction to my room. It was super cute because I don't know, there's little parts of him that I'm like, ooh, little mini versions of me in there. So to see him get excited like that, it was really cool. I did lead in, or did I say that yesterday? Yeah, I fixed up the hair a little bit. I think there's still a little bit at the back that needs to be done, but overall, I'm quite impressed with how that turned out. Who would have thought intrusive thoughts would win like that? Definitely not something I would recommend, and I was willing to take the risk because I have, when I was younger, back in high school, like royally fucked up cutting my bangs, and I used to do it all the time, which is one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I'm willing to take this risk because I know when to stop so that it doesn't end up too short, right? And luckily for me, it totally worked out. And then my oldest was funny too because he was just like, I really like it. Like, really like it. So that was fun. But yeah, I'll update you on day 8 here. Oh, the other thing that I did yesterday that was really nice is I don't know if anybody else is like me, but especially when I get into like executive dysfunction and like I freeze and I want to doom scroll. I know a lot of my neurodivergent friends will relate to this. It's hard to sometimes get myself out of it, even though I'm trying to and I'm trying to move. And there were a couple of things on my list that I'd been avoiding, and I went and I got them all taken care of and done. And that's kind of been the theme, if we really look back on it now that I'm thinking about it over the last week since I've done this, is I'm really starting to break those patterns on another level. It's like the first round I managed to break the patterns mentally and catch it, and now I'm adjusting the patterns earlier and faster this round. And it's crazy even to think, ooh, and this is day 8 and tomorrow's the 8-8 portal. Oh, that's fun. I love that. How cool that worked out. I think that's everything. But yeah, I'm really enjoying doing it round 2. I'm actually going to do some of the things that like little like sprinkles of adding things into my routine that I've wanted to change. And now that I'm really starting to hold myself accountable in a way that I haven't been able to do in a while, especially since this massive burnout had hit, that I want to start sprinkling a little bit more of that in. So that and cleaning up some other projects that need to be wrapped up, especially from creative projects. Those are next on my list over the next week. But the big thing that I'm going to have to be careful of is with my energy drop, I double checked, and yep, I'm moving into my luteal phase. And one of the things that tends to frustrate me the most during this phase is there is still so many things that I'm trying to do and I want to get done and I'm excited, but my energy starts to plummet. And I don't know if it's worse just because of the burnout, if it's also because of being perimenopausal, or what exactly it is, but that is definitely something that I'm really going to have to watch myself over the next week, especially because I have all this momentum going right now, and that's one of the things that I tend to catch myself in. And then when I do that, I get the worst migraine on the first day of my period, and it, depending on how much I've neglected myself through this phase, it'll have a further impact. Like I've had it to the point where it's taken me out for like 2-3 days and I'm, like throwing up every couple of hours. It's the worst. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go. I'm excited. So stick around and I'm gonna keep posting and keep sharing.